Every game launch has its ups and downs, and Wuthering Waves has been a roller coaster. From bugs like this one that slows time to a crawl, to progression being too slow, to the game not running at all. This launch has been through a lot. But the game remains fun in spite of it all, and Kuro Games has released another developer message to explain how they're going to address everyone's concerns going forward. The dev team begins by apologizing once again for the issues present in the game. To begin with, they wanted to address the Echo development experience. In response to players feeling like Echo development felt grindy and that there were inadequate energy materials, they've decided to commit to the following in order to fix this. In the current version, they will launch a limited-time Echo material double yield event called Cord Cleansing. In version 1.1, they will do 3 different things: adjust the progression system to reduce the shell credit costs of Echo development, remove the reward cutscene of the Tacit field, and increase the yield of Echoes and Echo development materials. In upcoming updates, they will introduce the Waveplate storage system. Next, they wanted to address an error that happened when you tried to recycle developed Echoes. Players received too many shell credits whenever they recycled Echoes, but it was quickly fixed after an announcement. But despite trying their best to handle this situation, players still weren't happy at the idea of them removing all additional shell credits obtained unexpectedly as a result of this bug, and following an internal discussion, they've decided to compensate all players with shell credits based on the maximum amount of shell credits that had been unexpectedly yielded through this bug to address the negative impact caused. So, as a result, every player will get 1 million shell credits by June 10th, but only if they started playing and unlocked the mailbox function before May 30th. But that's not the end of the apology gifts. To address the poor experience with the Echo system, they're going to compensate everyone with 20 crystal solvents. Next, there was a big issue discovered with the translation of Jian's weapon in Japanese. Believing it did something that it did not, many players pulled on the weapon believing it would be better for Calcaro than it actually was. As that's a gacha item, that is a huge deal. It seems the issue is still undergoing discussion, but Kuro says they have initiated a comprehensive internal review of the localized versions of the in-game text across all languages that they support. That's pretty good because if you've played the English version or French or a bunch of languages, you have seen the issues. They apologize again and say that they will offer a one-time compensation of 5 forging tides to everyone for the known localization issue. Keep in mind, forging tides are used to pull on the limited weapon banners. Now we come to version events. Some felt that the current version events were kinda lackluster, that they didn't give enough, such as the Overdash Club event. To address this, Wuthering Waves will introduce a new limited-time special event called Wuthering Exploration to offer new rewards and content. This will begin on the 13th of June. The rewards you'll be able to earn from this are on the screen now. They say that moving forward, they want to improve the event content quality and rewards for our better experience. Next, they address the future version updates timeline. The developers explain that they've received extensive feedback regarding the game's storyline, localization, and various other aspects. This one is pretty huge. To allow everyone early access to experience more content and features of Wuthering Waves in version 1.0, they've decided to advance the release of subsequent content in version 1.0 starting on June 6, 2024. This release will include the companion story Solitary Path for Resonator Yinlin, as well as her gacha banner. To make that clear, she was supposed to release June 12th. During this time, they're also going to release the limited time challenge event Alloy Smelt, along with many more spin-off events and features. They clarify Wuthering Waves version 1.0 will last until June 28th, and that version 1.1 will be called Thaw of Eons, which will include a new area, Mount Firmament, new resonators Jinshi and Changli, and a new boss who they do name drop, but I don't want to spoil you guys. Essentially, a bunch of things are being moved forward, which is genuinely surprising. But that means Yinlin is really almost here, and I can't wait. Are you all as excited for early Yinlin as I am? And we get more apology rewards. For any inconvenience caused by this version timing adjustment, everyone will receive 10 Radiant Tides. This is the gacha currency that allows you to pull unlimited banners, such as Yinlin's. Next to be addressed is the combat and control experience. People had lots of problems with auto-aiming and lock-on, controls, key remapping requirements, and game feel design. As a result, Kuro Games has identified the following issues, and will address them accordingly. The devs have disabled the combat camera correction feature on PC by default, and optimized the default values and ranges for combat camera settings. You can also optimize your YouTube experience by subbing to the channel. The aggro ranges for certain bosses, including Thundering Mephis, Crownless, Lampy Lumen Myriad, and Impermanence Heron, have been adjusted, and thankfully, so have enemies just giving up on battle and disengaging with you. That should be a little better now, and hopefully things will stop randomly fully healing themselves. Also, in upcoming updates, there will be a disengagement warning feature. There will be some further optimizations for mobile controls as well. There was a delayed availability of the custom key binding feature, so in version 1.1, the prerequisite to unlock the custom key binding will be lowered to Union Level 2. In other words, extremely early on. There will also be a new player tutorial for using the custom key binding feature, and there will be more options for keyboard and mouse and controller. Speaking of controller, in version 1.1, Wuthering Waves will remap the current controller shortcut of Open Chat to Open Map, and add an option to invert the Y-axis. And thankfully, future versions will support controller mode on mobile devices. People out here suffering with backbone controllers collecting dust, you have been seen. The devs also acknowledge the poor game field design in certain aspects, and say that they will work to improve the event signification and game field designs for characters and monsters, which should enhance the overall combat experience and positive feedback during battles. I think we can all agree that battles is where Wuthering Waves feels best, so anything to make it even better can only be a good thing. But it just keeps going. Kuro Games has actually addressed the issue of no purchase limits for store items like flour, which led to accidental purchases. You might be, or know someone, who has accidentally spent all of their shell credits on one food item by mistake. And if you are one of those people, I am very sorry, because that sucks. The slider goes way too far, essentially. They say that in recent updates, they've added a weekly purchase limit for certain items in the store, probably for a similar reason. Audio and sound effect bugs are being addressed and will continue to be addressed. In regards to crashes and instability, many of them have been fixed, but they're currently identifying even more of them. They even mention my favorite game mode, Depths of Elusive Realm. In version 1.1, it will be further improved with new content and more playable characters, new challenges, new mechanics, and new buffs. The devs acknowledge that there are still many issues in the game, but thank all the players for giving feedback and helping them optimize everything. The transparency from the developers and their willingness to address all the issues that people have, it's kind of rare these days. But every time they make a new announcement, I'm always really happy, so they must be doing something right. They weren't that specific about which audio issues that they'll be fixing going forward, but I kind of hope one of them is the English dub. And if you want to learn more about what went wrong with that, you'll have to watch this video.
Watch out, everyone.
We did it.